Everyone remembers their first rave. The day you discovered one of the most goated activities of all time. Me personally, I was just chilling, lounging in the lounge with the loungers when they swung round an interesting proposition. The Berties 16 plus rave. There was talk of partying all night with the boys to the filthiest, most third degree gun inducing sets from the best DJs and MCs in the country. Not to mention Bob Tivvies. I told the boys to count me in immediately. That's when I received my first ever Skitterlink. And what kind of party would it be without some party supplies? So my boy C Moss said I got you and lobbed a couple disco biscuits my way. When the day finally came, I hopped in the whip with the boys. They were cruising. When we finally got close, we parked up and talked game plan. Obviously, the main mission was to get in there and just. But at this point in time, I hadn't had my first kiss yet, so the lads were telling me this was my time to shine, and they'd better be seeing me drop and lose game. I scrammed half a Donkey Kong for confidence and bopped down to the queue with the crew, only to see that security was on it, with pat downs and bag searches in full effect. 1,000 different possibilities rushed into my head, but there was only one correct option in this situation. I had to shove that bag straight down my boxes, right in between the balls and the shaft, for optimal security. Because I know this guy ain't touching my no-no square. That's just too much trouble.
Stop! Don't touch me there. This is my no-no square.
With the pills safely stored and flooding my bloodstream, I couldn't help but have a fat fuck off smirk permanently implanted on my face. I felt the bass from inside the venue vibrating through my body and soul. I knew this was going to be a good night. Excitement was just bursting out of me, but I had to lock in real quick for security. I breezed through that check with ease, and by the looks of it, everyone else did too. Every single Don in this place was absolutely off their fucking nuts, completely obliterated. I'd never seen anything like it. There was something about this place. It was like a whole different dimension with new laws of reality. The vibes are so contagious. Whether you were sober or not, you had no choice but to turn into an animal as soon as you stepped foot in the building. Like, not even 20 minutes in, I saw a man like Alf cheat on his girlfriend with some troll looking creature. But that's just how it was at Bertie's. Everything goes, no composure. 5 minutes later, even me, Mr. No Riz, was catching wines on accident. I didn't know what to do. I had never seen bitches so bold, but I was scared. I looked around to my boys for help, only to see no one there. It was so easy to get lost in this place. But I quickly realized I was not alone. Within seconds, I got yapping away and made a whole new group of friends instantly. Couldn't have given you any of their names, but I would have gone to war for these guys. And I know they would have done the same for me. Everyone here just wanted to have a blessed time. I was walking around the place, slinging out good vibes, and they were being sent straight back my way. I felt so connected to everyone, getting fucking active on the dance floor. Like I'd finally found my people. I was averaging a dap a minute. I couldn't move 2 steps without some guy being like, "Yo, you good, bro? What you want? You pinging, yeah?" Fuck yeah, I'm pinging, son. Yeah, same mint, innit? Do you want a fag? Fuck yeah, I want a fag, mate. My guy. Hey, yo, sound lads, bro. Chuck your snap in there. And we both knew we weren't going to speak again ever, or even remember this conversation in the morning. But who cares? As I headed back in, I couldn't believe who I saw. The fucking boys. But before I could start pouring my heart out, they dropped some devastating news on me. My boy Char got caught railing lines in the toilet and had been kicked out of the club. This was like a bullet to the chest. On top of this, it was getting near closing time, and I hadn't got my first kiss yet. From now, it was a race against time. I had to do it for my fallen soldier. I was a man on a mission, but I had no idea how to execute it. I was fumbling the bag left, right, and centre, going round, talking myself out of the nyash, dropping stutter game. I was going up to girls, asking for their name, getting their name, and then just fucking off. 'Cause that's all I had in my locker.
You alright? You okay?
Where are you going, sweetheart, at the front? Why are you running off for? Mate, your dress match your eyes. That's bare cool, man. Do you believe in Jesus Christ, brother? Do you believe in Jesus Christ? Find Jesus, mate.
But Top Shagger Slashanko told me it was all about experience. So I persisted. And he was right. I could feel my XP level rising with every girl I talked to. Till eventually, I noticed a girl looking at your boy on the dance floor. So I made my way over and started spitting game like I had nothing to lose. Hater ass friends were trying to go somewhere else, but she was like, I'ma stay right here. So I knew I was in. I went straight for the kill. Success! I went home that night feeling like the man. But by the morning, I didn't give a fuck about that bitch. I was hooked. Every time a new Berties was announced, I'd bail my G Christophobic immediately. Hop straight on the train down with no idea where we were staying for the night, no idea how we were getting home in the morning. Link the lads and just go absolutely fucking feral. We'd figure out after. We'd sit out on the streets all night if we had to, prepared to do anything as long as we got to hit the rave. And we weren't the only ones. People from all across the country were making the journey to see what the hype was about. And obviously, most of them were dickheads, so police presence was high during these events. And so was the ambulance presence, because you'd be getting active, look to your left, and see someone just drop to the floor and get taken out on a stretcher. Then everyone around proceeds to not give a single fuck. The rave didn't stop for no one. Everywhere you turn, there was someone you knew from your city. You'd see my man on Insta or in maths one day, then see him jaw swinging at Berties the next. It was like the Southwest Active Cunt Convention. But wherever you were, whatever you were doing, you had to make it back for final call. The final set, when all the boys would magically reappear together in the front row and give it the absolute largest. My guy Mossy once got kicked out the club twice, snuck around like a ninja, climbed a van, jumped the smoking area fence, and left all the bouncers in the dust so he could make final call. Now that there just sums up our love for the game. Take a fucking bow, Mossy. Imagine the limbs, seeing bro skank back into the group from the dead.
That was crazy. I've never actually experienced that sort of atmosphere again before. It's absolutely electric, the passion.
The crowd chants one more tune. The DJ feels the love and he sends it right back with more shellers. Me and Christophobic creaming by the time the lights come back on. Who was this man? It was the GOAT Sota. We had to get a photo with the sound cunt before we left, and I'm so glad we did, because that was our last Berties. It's since shut down, and honestly, I haven't been to a better rave since.